The explorer was pleasantly surprised to find a golden statue floating in the pool. He took a twig to test its authenticity, but as soon as the twig touched the water, it emitted a golden glow and instantly turned into gold. The immense weight was too much for Edmund to bear, and the twig fell back into the water. He realized that the water must have played a role, so he picked up a seashell and placed it in the water. The shell immediately turned into gold. This made Edmund incredibly excited because with this pool, he could become the richest person in the world. His greed was laid bare for all to see. At that moment, Caspian warned that the treasure would drive him mad. This stirred Edmund's discontent. Fortunately, Susan stepped in to stop their argument, and Edmund came to his senses. He threw the seashell back into the water, but he failed to notice a plume of black smoke rising from it. On the other side of the canyon, Eustace, who had been exploring on his own, also discovered the treasure. The entire canyon was filled with gold, which thrilled Eustace beyond measure. He couldn't wait to take all the treasure with him. Suddenly, a beam of light caught his attention. It was an even more precious object. He rushed over but was startled by a skeleton. However, his greed overcame his fear. He put the golden bracelet on his arm and then continued to gather his spoils. But he didn't realize that a cloud of green smoke was creeping up on him. Caspian and Edmund arrived at the scene, but only found one of Eustace's shoes. They immediately sensed something was wrong. Sure enough, they discovered Eustace's charred clothes in the canyon. As they were on their way back, a huge dragon suddenly flew over. The dragon grabbed Edmund and carried him up into the air. It took him above the canyon, where Edmund saw Eustace's name carved into the ground. The dragon was none other than Eustace himself, who had been transformed by his uncontrollable greed. And then something even more incredible happened.